Okay, so we're talking about strings today. So what do we know about strings so far? We know that you can declare strings using single quote, right? This is what we have seen. And we have seen you can declare string using double quote, right? Okay, I'll put something different. Okay. Now, if you have to know the type of these variables, you can say type of str1, and then you can say type of str2, right? And when I run it, we expect them to be str, right? Str stands for string, correct? Okay. Now, um, now we also have strings with triple quotation. Okay. So I can say str3 equal to how are you? Okay, this is not triple quotation. Okay, triple quotation. So you can say, how are you? Okay, you can say, okay, I'm fine. So you can use single quotation, double quotation, single triple quotation, and double triple quotation. Okay, all these are strings.
Single
Okay,
triple
so
quotation.
these are 4 different ways of using strings.
Sir,
Right, I can call it str3, str4. Okay, so all these are string. Only thing you have to keep in mind is whatever you start with, same thing you have to end with. If you start with single quote, you have to end with single quote. If you have starting with double quote, you have to end with double quote, right? If you're starting with triple quote, you have to end with triple quote. Okay. If you're starting with single triple, end with single triple. If you're starting with double triple, end with double triple. Is there any difference between them?
hello, sir.
Okay. Yes.
If there are single triple quotation, when does it become multi-line comment?
Yeah. I'm doing it. I'll talk about it. Okay. Did we do multi-line comment so far? We
Yes,
did, right?
we did once.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll talk about it. Yes. So, okay. Absolutely, there is no difference between them. Okay. Absolutely, there is no difference between them. Okay. Absolutely, there is no difference between these two also. Okay. Whether you use triple single or you use double single, absolutely no difference. Whether you use single or double, absolute no difference. But there is difference between this set and this set. Okay. The difference is that you can have multi-line text in triple quotation. You can have multi-line text like, how are you? You know, where are you from? Right? Where do you want to go? Okay. All these are valid ways of giving here. So you can give multi-line text in triple quotation. I'm fine. I live here. I am going there. Okay. All these are valid ways. So now if I have to print str3, or if I have to print str4, okay, you get exact same text, right? See? And even the new line is maintained here, right? Okay. So if you are dealing with multi-line text, then you should use triple quotation. If you are dealing with single line text, then you can use triple quote. I mean, you will use, of course, single, double, or even you can use triple quotation. But triple quotations are used to handle multi-line text. Okay, are used to handle multi-line text. Now, the question is that we have even said that triple quotations are used for um, uh, comments, writing comments. So you can use single hash to write one line of comment, right? Or you can use triple quote to write multi-line text of comments, which can go into multiple lines, right? Now, see, literally, this is actually a string. And if you don't assign it to any variable and if you leave it, it becomes a comment, right? So typically when you know what we expect that, your multi-line text will be the first line of, a comment. So see here, PyCharm has made it grade, okay, assuming that it is a comment. And here it has not made it grade and it is thinking that this is a text. But doesn't matter because if text means what? You can write anything, right? Every character, special character, your alphabets, digits, everything is accepted as character. And when you don't use it, you leave it like that, it becomes a comment. So if you don't assign it to any variable, if you don't play with it, it is a comment only, right? So that's why you can use triple quotation to write multiple line comments. Absolutely no problem. Did you get your answer? Okay. So if I don't assign it to a variable, if I assign it to it, say str5 equal to, then it becomes a string. If I don't do it, if I don't say equal to, then it's a comment. Basically, it's a text which we are not using, we don't plan to use. It's a text we don't plan to use because I can't handle this, right? If I don't assign it to a variable. So clearly my intention here is to use it like a comment. If I assign it to a variable, that means, okay, I plan to call that variable in future and use it maybe. Isn't it? So this is how you handle your multi-line comment. Okay. So this is how you declare your string. We have already seen how to handle like quotes inside the text, right? I think day 1 or day 2, we discussed, like say if I have to print, okay, what's your name? Then how will I do it? Now, in this case, I can't use single quote, right? Because if I use single quote, this single quote is being treated as, closing quote. So either I change it, I use double, triple quote, or I make this as escape sequence, right? With backslash. With backslash, it becomes escape sequence. That means you're saying that this is a normal text. This apostrophe or the single quote is a normal text. Don't treat it like a special quote, right? Okay. Okay. So, okay. So this is how you handle quotation inside the text, right? Okay. We have seen that. Okay. The next is, okay, how to handle different variables or different text that we have. Okay. Can we do substring? Can we display only part of a string? Of course, you can do it. Okay. Remember that counting in Python starts from 0. Counting in Python starts from 0. Okay. So it doesn't matter what you're trying to handle, whether it's string or pandas or, anything in future that we'll talk about. Every time counting starts from 0. And that's why you see range, when you say range 5, it starts from 0, not from 1, right? Because Python always starts counting. So 0 is the first number in Python. Okay. So now, I want to know how many characters are there in string 1. We'll start with simple one. So to know the number of strings in string 1, we have a function called as len, right? We have a function called as len. Len will tell you number of characters in string. So if I have to print here, I can say print len of str1. Okay. Now I can put some comment here. Number of characters in str1 is. So len will tell you number of characters. How many characters are here? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 characters here. Now, what is the first character? First character.
H.
So first character is str1, okay, because we want first character of str1. So you say str1 square bracket. Okay, so remember always, whether you talk about string, you talk about later we'll talk about list, tuple, dictionary, set, whatever, right? Always we use square bracket for indexing. We use square bracket for indexing. You want to find, okay, indexing, right? I
Okay.
want to know which is the first character or second character or 10th character or first 2 character, last 2 character. Okay, we always use square bracket. So str1 square bracket and you put 0 here. Because I said the counting starts from 0,
0.
right? So first character is 0. Okay, now when I run it, it gives us H.
H.
Okay, so first character is str1 of 0.
0.
Now I want to know second character. What should I do?
Print second character string 2
2. No, 1.
1.
1 1
First
1
is 0. So second will be 1.
1.
Right? Yeah. So this is how you access each character. Now, we know len, right? Len gives us total number of characters. Now, if I want to print the last character, how will I do? Okay, and here you know, okay, that it is hello, so you know it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I say 4, I will get last character. But when
Right.
you are dealing with variables, you may not know which is the last character. You can't count each character, you do, because you don't know which character user might enter, right? So that's where your len will come into picture. So instead of giving a value 4 or 1, anything here, what I will do, first I will do len of str1. So len of str1, this will be replaced with what? 5. But see, okay, if I run it, okay, it says exit code 1 error. Index out of range. Okay, because it has only 4 index, it has maximum of 4, you're trying to access 5th one, right? You're trying to access something which does not exist. So it gives you index out of range. So what's the last value? Len, which is 5 minus 1. Okay, now you will get O. So len of str1 will give you 5. And 5 minus 1 will be 4. Make sense? Okay.
Yes.
So this is your last character. Now, what Python says is, okay, if you are giving minus 1, I know you are doing len minus 1, so you don't have to mention len. I know that you are trying to access last element. So actually minus 1 is len minus 1, okay? So if you want to get last character, you can say minus 1. If I want second last character, then I will say minus 2.
Minus 2.
counting in Python is both forward and backward. Okay, I'm going to show you that. So if you are dealing with, let's say, hello, right? Okay, so what we said, that counting starts from 0. So this is 0, index of E is 1, index of L is 2, index of this is 3, index of this is 4, right? Now, you can even do backward. So index of 0 is
-4.
-1, L
Minus
is
two.
-2, L is -3,
Minus
-4, and this is -5.
-5.
minus.
So each character has, okay, both forward and backward indexing, okay, which is 2 if you look from left to right, and -3 if you look from right to left. Okay, so let's go back to our program, and let's say here I want to get the first character. So for first character, I can say str1 of minus len of str1, right? Because minus of len will give you total number of characters. And if you do minus, -5 will be your first character, isn't it? Right? So this is how you can access single, single values. Okay. Can we add more than 2 values here? I want to access, okay. Let me put some bigger text now. Hello there, how are you? Right? So all of these will still hold true, right? Okay. Last character and, second last character and things like that. Okay. Now let's say I want to get 5th, 6th, and 7th character. I want 5th, 6th, and 7th. Okay. Print 5th, 6th, 7th characters. str1 of starting from 5. So what is 5 equivalent? 4. Correct? Equivalent is 4. Now, so, okay, I will give colon. Colon indicates from and to. Okay? Column indicates from and to. So, when you want continuous values, okay, so you say colon. Okay, so starting from 5, again, think of range. Okay, what do we do in range? Okay, if you want 1 to 5, then we say 1 colon 1 colon. I want 5. So I go beyond. I go beyond 5, right? I give 1 colon 6. Remember? Because starting is always
0. Okay.
no. Starting is including, right? So if I need to start from 1, then okay, then I will say 1. And if I need to have 5, I will say 6. Remember? So here, same concept. Okay, I'm including 4th character. So it is 4. Okay, and starting is, ending is 7, right? So I need to go, so 7 is like 6, isn't it? Your 7 is like 6. So I need to go beyond 6. So I'll say 7. Did you understand? So 4 colon 7 means 4, 5, 6. Continuous values. So when you run it, you get, okay, 5th is O, sixth is space and T. So you get fourth, okay, fourth, fifth, and sixth character. That's what I wanted, isn't it? Starting is including and ending is up to, excluding, just like range. Okay? So again, if I need first three characters or first four characters, tell me what should I do? So I will say 0, right? First means 0. 0, 1, 2, 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. Correct? That's what 4 means. So then ending should be 4 here. One more than what you need. Okay? So it is 0 including and one more than what you need is 4. Okay? So now when you run, you get first 4 character. Right? What Python says is, and just like range, that if you are starting from 1, first character from 0, okay, you don't have to tell me. If you don't tell me, I know you are starting from first. So both will give you same value. So 0:4 or nothing:4. Nothing means it is starting because it's on left of colon, it means start value. Okay, if you don't mention, then it is from beginning. Okay, so that's your first 4 character. Right? Okay. Okay. Now I want alternate characters. First 3 alternate characters. Okay. So I need to start from 0, isn't it? First means 0. Then I want 0, not 1, but 2, 0, 2, not 3, but 4. So I need to go up to 5. Right? I need up to 4 characters. 0, 2, 4. Right? That's what first 3 alternate characters are, right? 0, 2, 4. So I need to write 5. And the increment, which was default 1, is not 2. So see, H, not E, but this L, not second L, but O. So if you have a pattern, you can use third character, just like range.
Sir, if
The only
you
difference is
please
range was a function, so you are passing using comma. This is not a function, so you have to give using colon. And remember, I'm talking about indexing. Indexing is same for any collection, anything that has more than one value. So far, okay, we were only talking about variable which had only single variable,
Sir.
right? A equal to, hold on, let me finish it. A equal to 5, B equal to hello, okay? What is the difference? A equal to 5 has one variable, 5. B equal to hello, we are talking about character with multiple, we are talking about a variable with multiple values, isn't it? So we call them as collections, which can store more than one value. So when you say hello, it is actually storing 5 characters, right? 5 different characters. So the difference here is when you are dealing with integer, float, Boolean, complex, you cannot do indexing. Okay, so I cannot say here, okay, var1 equal to 5, and I cannot say var1 of 0. Okay, if you run it, okay, exit code 1 error, and it says int object is not subscriptable. Okay, so the which all data type will have this error? Float, integer, Boolean, and complex, because they are meant to store one single values. We are doing string, and then after this we'll do list, tuple, numpy, pandas. all of them stores multiple values. So same concept, same logic we will apply. So I'm spending time here to talk about indexing. Okay. In the next topic onwards, I'm not going to spend so much of time explaining indexing because it's exactly same. You use square bracket only. Okay. So variable name square bracket indicates that you are doing indexing. Okay. So indexing can have one character, one variable inside, indicating that you want to access only one variable. 0 means you are accessing first variable. 1 means you're accessing second variable. -1 means you're accessing last variable. -2 means you're accessing second last variable, right? So that's one. Second thing is if you want to take consecutive values, of course you can do it using colon. Left of colon indicates starting value. Right of colon indicates ending value. And just like range, ending value has to be more than your starting value. Sorry, it has to be starting value. Yes, obviously. And also it has to be one, at least one more than till where you want to go. I want to go up to 6, so I have to give 7 here. You can have increment also if you do not want continuous values. If you want to add a certain pattern, I want second, fourth, sixth, or I want third, sixth, ninth, 12th, or I want fourth, 8th, 12th, 16th, right? Then you can say 3 or 4 or 5, you can do that. This is your starting value. Starting value is always including. If I say 1 here, then what happens? So then I'm talking about second character, isn't it? Right? So it is second character. Second character is E. After that, I'm talking about, okay, 1 plus 2, 3, right? So fourth character. So this L. Then, will you get next variable or not? So you're talking about 1, 3, and 5. But we are saying up to 5. So your space will not be printed because you're saying up to 5, isn't it? Not 5. 5 is not included. But if I make it 6, then space will also be printed. You see, only EL is printed, not space. Okay. But if I make it 6, that's when space will also be printed. So this is how your indexing works. You can also do indexing using negative indexing, backward indexing. So let's say I want to have last 3 characters. I want to have last 3 characters. Then how do I get last 3 characters? Any guesses?
Negative indexing.
-1.
No. What should come before colon? What should come after colon?
Before colon should come -1.
-1?
And last 3 characters we want, correct? So it will go to -1, 2, 2, 3, -3.
-3. Now you see here, okay, if you run it, you won't get anything. Now, see, we always go from lower to higher, right? Range 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Between -1 and -3, which is lower value? Is it -1 is lower or -3 is lower?
-3.
-3 is lower, right? So you cannot say, okay, -1 to -3. It has to be -3 to -1. Correct? That's
Yes.
the first thing. So at least now you will get something. But what did we say? You know, this should be excluding. So if I say -1, then this is not printed, right? So this is your -1, -2, -3. So starting with -3, -2, and -1 means -1 is excluded. So -1 will not be printed. So you got only OU. Okay? To print last character, you will say nothing. Right? There is no other option. In this case, you have to use nothing. Right? What did we say? If you do not put anything on the left side, it means starting is 0. If you do not put anything on the right of colon, it means it is up to the end. You have to go up to the end of the string. Make sense? Okay, so that's how you print last three characters. And similarly, you can use like, last 4 but 1, right? Last 4 but 1, then you will say last 4 but 1, correct? Right? Last 4 means last 4 but 1, right? That means last 4 but 1, right? So you want to print only 3 characters here. So that's how you get, oops, I did not comment it out. Okay, so you get U here. All right, yes, now open for questions.
Swapna, is it also possible to print from question like a palindrome?
Print, see, everything is treated as character. Okay, now if you want to check if it is palindrome or not, yes, you can, right? Now, let's say, okay, I put str1 of 5:1. Now, generally this will not be printed because you're going from high to low. But what if I give -1 here? Okay, so what happened? 5, 4, 3, 2. Right? Starting is always including. So 5 is what? Space. This is 5, correct? 5, 4, 3, 2. Did I put 1 or 0? 1, right? So 1 will not be printed. Did you get it? This is 5. Space is 5, 4, 3, 2. So now to check if it is palindrome or not, palindrome means, if you reverse also, you get same text, right? So, so let's say if you have text 1 equal to hi, right? And whether it's palindrome or not, right? So, you can create text 2, okay, as text 1 of, okay. Now I need to go from -1. Okay. Okay. Now -1 to nothing to -1. Now what happens? What do I get for text 2? Right? I started with -1, indicating that I'm going from backward to forward. Nothing means I want to go all the way up to the end. And -1 indicating that I'm going like -1, -2, -3. That's what you have to do,
Oh,
right?
it's a reverse way.
-1,
Okay.
-2, -3. So your text 2 became this. Now you check if text 2 equal to text 1. Then you say print, it's palindrome, right? Otherwise, they are not palindrome. It's not a palindrome. Right? So first you have to reverse the text. And if reverse also is same as like, or instead of text 1, you can call it as text 1 reverse, right? So now you know that they are, in this case, they are palindrome, right? So you can even do negative indexing, but indexing has to be integer value. Okay, if I say -1.0, float values are not allowed. Okay, I cannot say 0.5. Okay, indices must be integers, right? I cannot use 0.5. So the indexes have to be your integer values. And you can do forward, backward. You can go from 0 to 5, 5 to 0. But when you go 0 to 5, it's default because increment is 1. If you're going from 5 to 0, you have to specifically mention increment as -1. Only then it will work. All right?
Makes sense. Yeah, I just wanted to know that logic. Thanks, Swapnil.
No problem. All good, guys? Here? Any other question?
Can you explain that text comparison with negative indexes once again?
This one?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So see, I'm saying go from, see, you can go from left to right or right to left, correct?
Yes.
So all these examples were going from left to right.
Hmm.
Now I want to go from right to left. So what is the first character on right? I'm going from right to left. What is the first character on right?
-1.
-1. And what is the last character?
H.
Okay, don't have to think, because if I put 0, again the same problem, right? If I put 0, it will be up to 0, isn't it? So that's why 0 is not a good option, right? Because when I put 0 means you're saying up to 0, don't include 0. Second, that ending stop part is excluding. So that's why 0 is not a good option, right? I'm saying nothing. Nothing means on the right side of colon, nothing means up to the end. Left side of colon means start from beginning, isn't it? So I
Okay.
did not give anything, indicating that I want to go all the way up to the end.
Okay.
But you are going from right to left. If I don't give minus, okay, then it will not know, right? So that's why you give -1, indicating that go from right to left. So if first value is -1, second will be -1 of -1, -1, which is -2. Then will be -2, -1, -3.
Okay.
So you
So,
have to go reverse.
oh,
If
okay.
I don't give this, then it will start thinking of positive, just like this. You're going from -1 to -4 to -1, not -1 to -4.
Hmm.
So you have to say that it is -1. So you can have one single value, or you can have colon, left and right of colon, or you can have two colon. Okay, left, middle, and right. Left is starting value, middle is ending value, which is excluding, and right is the increment. Clear?
So in the case of palindromes, this is clear. But suppose the
No, no,
text,
no, it's not about palindrome. Okay, this is palindrome, right?
yes,
This is palindrome. Don't worry about this. This is how you reverse the text.
yes,
What Shiva asks is, how do I check it is palindrome or not? So
yes,
that's why I'm saying you reverse and then you compare.
yes.
This is to reverse any text. The logic here is reversing the text. Then I'm comparing the reverse and the original value, are they same or not? If they are, then they are palindrome, right? But logic, what we're talking about is how to reverse the text.
Mhm. But
Yeah.
the two colons, two sets of colons which we are providing, suppose that the text one was a little bit larger larger characters, okay?
Array, it is nothing to do with the character. It is simply reversing. Okay. Now I can use this as, let's say, str1. Correct? What
Okay.
is your str1? str1 is hello there, how are you? Correct?
Hmm.
So it will reverse that question mark UOY space ERA space WOH space, right? This is to the logic I'm talking about is reversing the text.
No, no, no. What I want to understand is instead of like going till the end, we are not specifying that 0, right? In
Mhm.
between, because we don't want to go till the end.
Because we want to go till end, right? Here. But if
Yes.
you do not want to see, this is generating -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. You want to go up to -6. Then
Ah,
you'll say -7,
okay.
right? I
Okay.
want to go up to the end. That's why I'm saying nothing. If I want to go up to -6, I will say -7. If I want to go up to -10, I will say -11,
Okay.
right? So the logic doesn't change. Logic remains the same. Just that we are doing backward, right to left.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Understood.
Yeah. All good, guys? Any questions? Okay. Now we will do some couple of smaller examples and then we'll end the day. You can add two strings. Okay. So I can say print hello plus how are you? Okay. And when you print them, obviously you get hello, how are you? Right? Now you see there is no space because we did not give any space. So that's the difference between comma and plus. Okay. So if I use same thing using comma will treat them as two different string. So it will automatically add a space between them. Okay. Plus will not add. Plus is like combining two text. Okay. It combines two text. But if you want to give space, you can add one more string. So you're adding three strings in this case. You want to give comma, you want to give comma space, you want to give space, whatever you do. So like hello, then comma space, how are you? So you can add two strings. You can multiply two strings. So I can say hello into 5. So in this case, your hello repeats 5 times. Hello, 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 hello. Right? So this is how you can multiply. So, if you want to print 5 stars, right? You could have also done, you could have avoided one loop. You could have simply said star into 5. Okay, star plus into 5 will make it star plus, star plus, star plus 5. Right? Now, if I want to give a space between hello, right? So I will say hello plus space. Right? Now, what happens in this case? BODMAS rule. Plus, okay, that space is repeated 5 times, isn't it? Because you are multiplying. So first multiply will happen, then addition will happen. But if you want to give hello space 5 times, you put bracket, just like, BODMAS rule, right? So now I'm putting bracket indicating that perform this first, then multiply with 5. So perform hello and space first, then multiply that with 5. Okay. So you can add to string, you can multiply a string with a number and that string will repeat. All right.
Swapnil here, looks like the Python is smart enough to understand it's like duplicating to 5 times, right? It's not considering A as an arithmetic operator or anything as a multiplication. What if I
See,
do a
arithmetic
division?
is for numbers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what if I use any division there or anything?
No,
What
you
will-
can't use.
you-
You can't
you-
use subtraction, you can't use division.
Mhm.
It can't be
Okay.
applied, right? It's not number, yes.
Yeah, that's tricky. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's smart enough to understand this operator.
Yeah, it's like repeating, okay? So don't think this as multiplication as in mathematical multiplication. It is about repeating. Repeat 5 times, right? Loop 5 times.
Yeah.
You can, instead of
Yeah.
saying loop 5 times, you can say, if it's just one line, you can say multiply 5, right? So same logic we did in loops, right? So we put that in a for loop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here,
So-
I'm just saying into 5.
Sir,
Yes.
this print 5 times stars, no, like we are doing this five printing out 5 stars with a space. Okay, that is just a single time. And in other cases, like to print 25 of them, we had used for loop, correct, last time. So without using that for loop, is there a way?
Try. That's your assignment for today.
Okay,
Try doing it. Okay.
okay,
Let me see how many different ways you can try.
okay.
Okay. And then tomorrow we'll discuss. Let you try. You tell me that, I've tried 3 different ways. I got or I didn't get. Okay. But I want you to try at least two different ways. I have one way I've shown you, right? Okay. See how you can do it. Right. Now see, multiplication applies in only one line. Okay. If you're going for 2 lines, then multiplication will not apply. That's a hint, but you try. Then we'll see. We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, guys. Shall we end it here for today?
Thank you.
So, yeah, tomorrow we'll talk about how to use strings in loops and we will talk about string functions. Okay,
Yes, sir.
take
Sounds
care,
good.
guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.